I have a brand new mechanical keyboard, and in this quick video I'm going to explore it. This is the award-winning mechanical keyboard Fnatic miniSTREAK. It is a compact keyboard because of the 10-key-less layout. There is an RGB LED under each key. With the ultra-fast Cherry MX red silent switches, this keyboard is specially designed for high-performance during electronic sports. Yes, this keyboard is made for gaming, but it is also an excellent fit for office work or programming. We'll have a look at the technical specifications, but before that, let me tell you about the sponsor of this video, PCBWay.com. PCBWay is well known for high-quality printed circuit boards. They also offer additional services such as assembly, 3D printing, CNC, or even injection molding. If you are a maker, definitely visit the shared project directory maintained by PCBWay. You can order with a single click. There's so many different and very cool projects, including mechanical keyboards. Of course, as expected, I'll start my journey exploring this new keyboard by unboxing it. Fnatic miniSTREAK Silent Edition comes in a cardboard box which is wrapped. After unwrapping it, I figured out that the cardboard box contains two parts. Inside there is obviously the keyboard and a USB-A to USB-C cable. There are also a couple of leaflets, how to get started, and of course some information about the warranty. By the way, I have an Italian keyboard layout just because I bought the keyboard at a very discounted price during a sale. Let's have a look at the key features of Fnatic miniSTREAK Silent Edition. It has a TKL keyboard layout. This stands for 10 key less, and in other words, there is no numeric pad. This makes the keyboard more compact. There is an RGB LED under each key, which makes this keyboard bright and shiny. We're gonna explore the animations in the next chapter of the video. The USB-C cable is detachable. I think this is an advantage because you can easily change it, and this can expand the lifespan of the keyboard. There are legs on the bottom of the keyboard which allow you to increase the height. There is a really cool feature on the back of the keyboard which I guess gamers would love. There is a label Fnatic which holds to the keyboard with magnetic clips. Gamers can make their own label with their nickname and replace it. The sign is illuminated by the RGB LEDs and it looks amazing. The most interesting and the most important parts of any mechanical keyboard are the mechanical switches. Using a keycap puller, I'm going to remove the keycaps from this Fnatic keyboard so we can have a look at the switches. These are Cherry MX silent red switches. Cherry is probably the most popular brand for making mechanical switches. They have been doing this for decades. MX is the model of the switches. Initially, Cherry created this model, but there are numerous other compatible Cherry MX switches from other brands such as TKL or Gateron. By the way, Gateron are really cool and I actually prefer them. Depending on the technical specifications, the switches have different colors. This way you can easily distinguish them. The red switches are typically made for gaming and they're very fast. In this case, with this Fnatic keyboard, we have Cherry MX Silent Edition of the switches. They're also red but look a little bit more like pink. They're not only fast, but they're kind of silent. Exact technical specifications about these Cherry MX silent switches can be found on the website of Cherry. I have to say that these are great mechanical switches and I really enjoy using them. This is the first time that I'm having a keyboard with exactly this type of switches. My Fnatic miniSTREAK keyboard came with black keycaps. Now we can have a closer look at them. There is nothing extraordinary about the keycaps, but I have to say that they're really nice. The huge advantage of any mechanical keyboard is that if you don't like the keycaps, you can easily change them for a different model. On the bottom of the keyboard, we can find a label with additional technical information, including the exact model of the keyboard. It is made in China. The power ratings are 5 volts for the voltage and 0.7 amperes for the current consumption. Most of it is because of the RGB LEDs. Here comes a really cool and important key feature of Fnatic miniSTREAK keyboard. The default firmware allows you to reprogram the keys and to make shortcuts to increase your productivity during work or gaming. There is a special dedicated key on the right upper corner of the keyboard to enter the recording mode. The leaflet contains details how to do it. Also on the right upper corner of the keyboard there is an additional special smoke key that allows you to mute or unmute the microphone. Between Escape and F1 there is another small button which acts as a function lock. Here is a closer look of the legs on the bottom of the keyboard. They allow you to adjust the height of the keyboard. There are only two options, with the legs on or with the legs off. Fnatic also offers different options for wrist straps. You can buy a wrist strap separately and attach it to the lower part of the keyboard. As of the moment, Fnatic miniSTREAK 10 key less silent edition keyboard costs at Amazon about $100 US. Here is a side-by-side comparison between Fnatic miniSTREAK and Ducky One 3. Both of these keyboards are using the 10 key less layout. Fnatic is slightly more compact. Ducky One 3 is hot swappable. This is a huge advantage because you can change the switches. Another advantage of the Ducky keyboard is that the legs allow you to adjust 3 different height positions. However, Ducky is more expensive, so Fnatic wins in terms of price. Quick sound check with the Cherry MX Red silent switches. Fnatic miniSTREAK offers an RGB LED under each key. The best part is that each RGB LED can be individually controlled. This hardware feature creates the opportunity for amazing animations. The built-in firmware that comes out of the box with the keyboard provides 8 different animations with multiple variations of these animations. Press Fn and F5 simultaneously to enter the mode for selecting an animation. After that, using the arrow keys, you can switch between the different animations and pick the one that suits you best. Finally, you have to either press F5 to save your selection or to press Escape to cancel. As you can see, using the power of video editing, I'm going through the available animations. There is a special software that you can download and install on your personal computer to get the most out of your Fnatic keyboard. The software is called Op and it's available for Microsoft Windows and macOS operating systems. There are absolutely no versions for any Linux distributions. I'm a Linux user, which means that I cannot demonstrate you this software. From my point of view, this is a really disappointing disadvantage of this keyboard. Unlike open source mechanical keyboards like my Anovi MacroPad 12, Fnatic miniSTREAK keyboard does not support, as of the moment, open source firmwares like QMK or KMK. Fnatic miniSTREAK is an excellent keyboard. One of the major advantages is actually the layout. 10 key less keyboards are very compact and yet you have so many keys. I really like it. The quality of this keyboard is excellent. In general, this is an excellent gaming keyboard that is also an excellent choice for office work or programming. The silent edition is especially cool because if you have someone else in the room, he won't be annoyed by the sound. It's hard to find any disadvantages of this keyboard. However, there are some minor disadvantages. Number one, this is not a hot swappable keyboard. You get it with the switches that you want and you stay with them. Unless, of course, you modify the PCB, but this is really hard and I doubt anyone is going to do it and I don't recommend it to do it. If you're interested in experimenting with various switches, check out hot swappable models such as Ducky One keyboard that I'm gonna review in another video. Another disadvantage is that you cannot adjust much the height. You have either with legs or without the legs. Last but not least, as of the moment, I wasn't able to find support in any popular open source keyboard firmware such as QMK and KMK for Fnatic miniSTREAK. But overall, it's an excellent keyboard and I highly recommend it, especially if you are looking for a 10 keyless keyboard for gaming at a good price. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel and stay tuned for new videos.